Welcome to this explainer. Today we're going to pop the hood on your house to explore the absolutely fascinating and completely invisible battle happening right now between nature and your home's plumbing infrastructure. You know, most of us literally never think about our pipes until, well, something goes terribly wrong. But beneath your floors and behind your drywall, there is a quiet, constant struggle happening 24 hours a day.
So, why do our pipes inevitably fail? It's the question every homeowner absolutely dreads. But as we look a bit closer at the forces constantly stressing our homes, we start to realize that plumbing failure is actually an environmental inevitability. It's not just about having bad luck. It's really about physics, chemistry, and the environment constantly pushing against the materials we use to build our sanctuaries.
To figure this out, we're going to use the community of Parkville, Missouri as our ultimate case study. We'll quickly walk through the Parkville plumbing profile, nature versus infrastructure, the aging pipe problem, the professional playbook, and wrap up with proactive pipe protection. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Parkville Plumbing Profile, a microcosm of plumbing challenges.
Now, what is so fascinating about Parkville is just how many environmental stressors are packed into one single area. Seriously, it's like a literal obstacle course for pipes. Imagine the clay-heavy soil around your house expanding like a giant sponge every time it rains, and then shrinking back down when it dries. That constant shifting can and will crack underground pipes. Add in the high water tables, those brutal winter freeze-thaw cycles, and the incredibly hard mineral groundwater, and you can quickly see why generic, run-of-the-mill troubleshooting just doesn't cut it here.
Moving right along to Section 2, Nature versus Infrastructure, the elements undermining your home. Your plumbing is basically fighting a two-front war against nature. First up, we've got the silent underground invaders, tree roots. Mature roots actively hunt for the moisture inside older terracotta and clay pipes, penetrating these tiny microscopic cracks until they just completely collapse his sewer line. Then you've got the inside job, hard water. Groundwater minerals leave these stubborn deposits that slowly choke up your faucets and silently eat away at your water heaters from the inside out. So one threat is crushing from the outside while the other is clogging from within.
So, how exactly do we fight back? Well, instead of just dumping toxic, corrosive chemicals down the drain, which you really shouldn't do, by the way, the pros use a super effective method called hydrojetting. This technique blasts away hard mineral deposits and stubborn root blockages using highly pressurized water. It thoroughly clears everything out without actually eating away at your valuable infrastructure.
All right, Section 3, the aging pipe problem, from historic downtowns to new subdivisions. You know, the aging pipe problem looks totally different depending on when your place was actually built. Century-old historic homes are battling their original galvanized steel pipes. These things notoriously rust and corrode from the inside out, which completely kills your water pressure and gives you that gross, brown, rusty water. But newer, highway-adjacent subdivisions aren't immune either. They often suffer from the premature failure of cheap, builder-grade materials that simply weren't designed to last long-term against hard water.
With all these stressful environmental conditions at play, how long do you think a major appliance like your water heater is actually going to last? The magic number is 8 to 12. That's it. Standard water heaters typically only survive 8 to 12 years before relentless mineral buildup severely wrecks their efficiency. Push them past this window, and you are seriously risking a catastrophic failure, which basically means waking up to an unexpected indoor swimming pool in your basement.
On to Section 4, the professional playbook. Diagnosing and fixing the hidden issues.
A healthy house isn't just thrown together. It relies on some pretty exact math dictated by strict plumbing codes. Your water supply lines must maintain an exact 40 to 60 psi. Any higher, you're going to blow out your fixtures. Any lower, and you're stuck with useless trickles. Drain pipes absolutely have to be angled at a 1/4-inch slope per foot to make sure waste flows smoothly, purely by gravity. And those random vent pipes extending through your roof, they are absolutely crucial to equalize pressure and keep dangerous sewer gases out of your living room.
To tackle these mathematically complex repairs, top-tier companies like Silverline Plumbing from our case study use a super strict 3-step playbook. Step 1 is accurate diagnosis. This means skipping the guesswork and using high-tech video cameras and pressure gauges to find the actual root cause. Step 2 is expert repair, making sure to execute code-compliant fixes using the exact right materials for the job, whether that's long-lasting copper or freeze-resistant PEX piping. And finally, Step 3 is quality verification, where the pros rigorously test the system and walk the homeowner through exactly what was done to guarantee the problem is permanently solved.
And finally, Section 5, proactive pipe protection, defending your home's infrastructure. Okay, here is a number every single homeowner needs to commit to memory right now. 5. Replacing your washing machine hoses every 5 years is a crucial yet incredibly overlooked preventative measure. The rubber in these hoses naturally breaks down under constant pressure. If one bursts while you're at work, it can pump literally hundreds of gallons of water into your house. Seriously, it is a $20 fix that prevents a $20,000 disaster.
The good news is you can actually take control of your home's health with a pretty simple checklist. Flush your water heaters every year to get rid of that destructive mineral sediment. Test your sump pumps before the big spring storms roll in. Make it a habit to clean your faucet aerators. Insulate your exposed pipes before the first big freeze. And go ahead and get professional camera inspections for those older sewer lines. Doing this helps you catch the tiny, manageable hiccups long before they snowball into massive, expensive emergencies.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. What invisible battles are raging in the pipes beneath your feet right now? We've seen how the environment, the age of our homes, and the relentless flow of water are just constantly testing our infrastructure. Take a moment today to consider the hidden vulnerabilities quietly aging inside your own home's walls and foundation. Because when it comes to plumbing, a little proactive knowledge is, without a doubt, your absolute best defense.